Hi guys, sorry I'm so late. Thanks for being here. Thanks for Scooter Mom for coming in. I probably missed a lot of people. I saw Big Chief. I saw Joe Bananas, Kathy. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry I was so late. I was dragging today and I ended up not going for my swim and instead I took a nap. And the next thing I knew it was, 20 after. So I ran and grabbed something to eat and some coffee and here I am. But sorry, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. I can hear you good. So
Good.
that's good.
Hi, Big Chief. Hi, everybody.
I'm still getting set
Yeah,
up, kind of.
I don't know what's going on with my calling app or my camera, but clearly my picture is not clear. So don't worry, I am trying to fix that.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to get set up. Where's the thingy?
I don't understand because this is I have it set the same way as I always do.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, almost had stuff.
I'm no good today, guys. Sorry.
Oh, I was in the thick of trying to set up a new freaking video doorbell. So I looked at the time and went,
Ah.
shoot, I'm late.
And then here I wasn't even here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
So I'll show you an update on my sweater.
Okay. Why
So,
do we are we in interesting shapes, by the way?
oh, I don't know. It was just something I selected last night playing around. I can take it off. Hold on, let me see.
Finally. Got it.
And I had listed this banner. That should have been up there.
Uh-huh.
There you go. You like that better?
Yes, thank you.
If any of you don't know, No Face has been looking for employment, and then his roommate fell into great fortune for them. They inherited a home, but that meant they moved out, and then that stuck No Face with all of the rent while he's looking for employment. So he's completely left without funds and facing eviction in 7 days. So we're trying to raise a little money. Last time I looked, it was at 270. I'm gonna look really quickly now and see what it's up to. Oh, I gotta switch out of Gnome Rumor's account. I just commented on a Fela's post with Gnome Rumor, so I gotta
Mhm.
switch out of that and go back to me and go to my posts. Eventually, I will find the link. I know it's in my chat, but here we go. What is he up to now? Opening, still at 270. So he's reached 28% of his goal, but we want
Well,
to
I
try
mean,
to keep him
yeah,
out of off the streets. He lived in the
or the
woods for
woods.
quite a long time, and we don't want him to have to go back to that. Um,
Yeah.
we all have our issues. We've learned that all of us in SPTV land, we all have some issues.
Oh boy,
And
yeah.
yeah, we don't want him back homeless for sure,
Yeah.
houseless. Yeah. All right, so sweater. So I splurged and treated myself to yarn I can't afford, um, Scooter Mom, and bought this really pretty Malabrigo Rios worsted in the Lotus colorway. I gotta turn my TV off. It's just clicking because it's connected to a camera that I don't want on. All right. Why? There we go. Sorry. So it's Malabrigo Rios Lotus is the color, and I just loved it. It's a nice sort of burgundy purple with,
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
yeah, with blue flecks in it. So that's what I am knitting with at the moment. I'm trying not to lose stitches. So, oh God, let me set the sweater in the right direction at least so we can see it. All right. So I'm at the point where I've been anticipating it so long, and I feel disappointed, and I'm over criticizing it because I'm sick of working on it. So I'm trying just to power through and keep going. But that's what it is so far. It's huge and it's heavy. And it's heavy, and I don't know how often in San Diego I'll get to wear it. But the colors are pretty, and so I'm finishing up this burgundy purpley section,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
that
I'm
looks
going
great.
back into the blue, and then blue will be on the cuffs to bring that blue back in. The blue is awful. Dominating and oppressive. So hopefully this being darker and then fading back into the blue will balance out the sweater more. We'll see. But I really love the this blue, the Arape and the
Mm-hmm.
Rosalinda. And that's Lotus and that's Paris Night. So that's that. I'm gonna keep
Very
on.
nice.
Yeah. And I did see I had an email from Monica, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. I'm gonna glance at it really quickly here and see if she said she's
I
not
didn't
coming or
email
something.
you back, so.
Yeah, most people don't. Oh yeah, Monica's sick today, so all my love and
Aw.
best wishes go out to Monica. I was afraid of that, and she sent that just as I was falling asleep, so I didn't open it yet. But I did see she had sent something. I'm sorry to hear she's not feeling well. She's
Mm-hmm.
definitely my knitting bestie. She's always here, always brings knitting, and we love to geek out on flowers and knitting together. So she'll be missed. But thank you
Yeah.
for coming, Scooter Mom. And
Well, I'm
anyone else
glad
who
I could
wants to
finally
come.
make it.
Yeah, it's not always convenient to everyone. Everyone's got their own lives, and I totally anticipate and respect that. And no one's ever required to come. I'm glad she took a day off if she wasn't feeling well. I'm glad she didn't feel, oh, I gotta go. Antics is gonna be waiting for me. No, take care
Yeah.
of yourself first. You're more important than in any of this dumb shit, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is just play and fun. This isn't important. So don't
Well, this is
ever.
actually important for um, mental health. And I was thinking about this last night because I've been sort of feeling the Scientology burnout again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I thought I need to, focus on something else. And I went, well, yeah, Antics is having her knitting slash
Aw.
crafting stream.
I'm glad
And
it was
that's
helpful.
that's like I can look forward to that because that's like putting aside the Scientology stuff for a little bit
Yeah, honestly,
and just
same. Same girl.
yeah,
I was just like feeling burnt out this week with everything I've been through in the past few weeks, emotionally
yeah.
on my own journey. And then the Scientology stuff. It was like, I didn't even make yesterday's public works call, and I had something planned out for that.
Uh,
But the knitting, I was like, you know what? The knitting's relaxing, the knitting's therapy, the knitting helps me deal with the rest of it.
yeah. Oh, and before I completely let go of the Scientology stuff, if anyone has clips that they would like to share of the public works calls, please do send them to me. My email address is on my about page.
I don't usually think to
Thank
send
you
you
for
those.
thank you for attending. Sorry?
I don't usually think to send you those.
Yeah, I know. And when you do, you send me clips of your calls, which I appreciate, but I
I've only done that once.
am
You make it
usually
sound like every week I send you clips of my calls.
no, no, you don't. You don't. That's the thing. But when you do, they are clips of your calls, which I do appreciate, but I also would like clips of other people's calls.
See, that's why I
besides
don't normally
audit.
send them because it's like I don't want to seem like I'm just promoting myself. So I always send
No,
like
but
clips of
I
Irish or clips of Manning or
yeah, but I do like to receive calls of receive the calls from everyone, including you. Do you get where I'm going? Damn, what is
No,
with the
I'm not
cameras
offended.
today?
I'm just saying that's my mindset about it. Is I'm like, oh, no one's really interested in public works calls, and then this was just the one I sent you. But I
Uh-huh.
don't normally send them because I don't know if they're that interesting to people, and I didn't want to be promoting, self-promoting. Anyway,
Well,
I
I
will keep
know.
that
I
in
have
mind. Laura has had some great calls. Audit has some great calls. So there's
yeah.
always more content I could share like that.
And honestly, I understand the self-promoting problem because I mean, we have, especially our era, we have been our demographic, we have been conditioned not to self-promote,
Yeah,
but in this world we need to.
yeah.
And it's a very awkward feeling. So,
Am I eating too loudly? I'm like eating, no talking.
no, not at all. Listen, at least you're not crunching away on granola.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't have any granola. Um, so I have a few issues with this sweater, but I was hoping for Monica's feedback because you guys really
Oh,
aren't knitters.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm unhappy with a few spots, but I keep telling myself it's just a sweater for me. It's good practice. But I do want to get it right when I try again, and I have noticed some things that I would change. But anyway, it's coming out okay. Other than that, just a few little minor things I would tweak um, for for some of the finishes, maybe less so than the construction itself. What are you working on? Let's put you up
I
on full screen. I should have done me on full
oh,
screen
no.
when I was showing my yarn. I mean, showing my. Why is it not wanting to let me? Oh, because I have it set like that.
Well, yeah, you don't need to put mine on full screen because my cameras are being very uncooperative today anyway.
That's better.
Uh,
Now we can see you better.
um, yeah, I'm still working on my diamond painting. Um, it's kind of been a little slowish going because, stops and starts because of other stuff, as is the way. Uh, but yeah, I'll if the cameras would like to cooperate, that would be great. I will turn it this way so you can actually read it. It's those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. It's that same diamond
Right.
painting.
Nice.
So, yeah. But I have not done much of
Hi,
anything on it
Jamie.
in the past week.
Jamie, hi, me. It's interchangeable. I hope you're doing well.
Uh, oh, crap. I did it again. My cameras are being very temperamental today. One of them just was a complete blur, and this one is a little better, but every little movement and it changes. Oh, hello, Midnight. If you come to join me.
Do we have kitty time?
Well, that all depends because she won't be on camera because I have it focused on this,
Oh,
but she's just hopped up beside me.
yeah.
Uh, let's see. My little void. No, it's all blurry.
Oh, I will say, since we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
self promoting and we don't usually do it, I will say it does annoy me every time you show a clip from Manning's interviews and I get no credit. Meanwhile, I did all the legwork. I set up all the interviews. I reached out and made all the contacts. I did the gift bags. I did everything. Manning and I were there for anger gay pope, but I know that's not really you not including me. It's just maybe not as obvious, but it does twerk me a little every time I hear it. I'm like, just once say Antics and Manning were in Hollywood.
Okay.
Antics, because I
I
feel
am
like
so sorry.
I did all the work, but because he has the
Yes.
video footage, he gets all the credit. So I'm just a little annoyed with that. But that's not your
Okay.
fault. That's not your fault.
I
That's
do
just my
stand
own.
corrected. I will try
No,
to
no, it's not
remember
your
that.
fault. It's my own personal like grievance. But I
And
did a lot of work
hello,
for that
Friday.
trip. And I lined all that up.
Yeah.
And I'm barely a mention. But whatever.
Well, you really do deserve the credit for all those connections and the planning and the driving.
Yeah, I did all the driving too. But he paid for everything. He paid for gas, he paid for the hotel, he paid for everything.
Well, good.
Yeah.
But
It was
okay,
a lot of
and
fun. It was a lot of fun meeting those people and
that's great.
getting to learn. Yeah. Now I made it awkward. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
I will inform you. I don't know if my sound is any different today, but my daughter, who works at, I will not say
Yeah.
which
Don't
establishment.
say.
I
Yeah.
probably have said before, but um, works at a large office supply store. Um, Found that they had a sale on a new mic that was open box, meaning someone had bought it and returned it, but there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Um,
Just buyer's remorse, maybe.
yeah,
Or it
or
was a gift.
found something they preferred more, whatever
Exactly.
it was.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so it's a blue snowball in black mic
Blue
that
snowball.
yeah, it's round and it's like in the form it looks like a snowball except that it's black.
Cute.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a new mic, and I'm hoping that my sound quality will be a little better. Although
Yeah,
there's no volume control on this, which
you
is kind
sound
of weird.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Frotty. And yes, it's the same sweater. This is what happens when you have a heartbreak for a week. You just lay around and mope and knit. So I got a lot done. I have a lot more to do. But I guess I should probably show it again just because I didn't put it on full screen. I didn't show it very well, maybe. I don't know.
Yes,
I will,
show it.
just because Friday's talking about it. Mm, it doesn't look any bigger.
Yeah.
Mm, this is it, Friday. I'm almost done with this burgundy section to do these little stripes, and then it's going down into the blue. And then I have to do the sleeves, which Friday, do you knit? I have questions. I got problems. Like this raglan sleeve is going to be massive. It's going to be massive. I'm not really sure if I did the right thing there or what to do there. And then the other problem, Friday, well, and it's minor, and I've grown to just ignore it, and no one else will really even notice it. But my make a stitch here on this side is slightly more open than the one on this side. But again, I just chose to leave it as a design feature instead of going all the way back and restarting because it's so minor and because it's a sweater for me. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to be comfy and wearable and in soft, pretty yarn. So usually when I'm working on a sweater, if I mess up or have something imperfect, I get really tweaked out about it because it's a gift for someone and I want it to be right. But this one's not a gift for someone. I'm finally just doing one for me. And it's
It's a gift for
huge.
someone, it's a gift for you.
Yeah. And hear me out. It's huge. And I've got, like I said, another couple of sections to do and then it'll be done. And then the sleeves. The other problem I'm having that I'm not happy with at all is I decided because I get all these ends, right, from doing all the different colors. Each row that's a different color, you get more ends. So they're in the way sometimes, and I decided to go ahead and weave in a few of them. Well, look at this hot mess here where I wove in the ends from these stripes. Looks like shit.
Oops.
But it's right where they join, so it's always going to be a little jog there and janky. And it's on the back, so I'm trying not to get bent out of shape about it. But if I had made this for someone else, I'd be pretty pissed at the way I did that. So that's something I'd want to fix before gifting a sweater like this. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just tired of working on it and second guessing my choices in life here, you know. But yeah,
S
same sweater. Fatty
so tell me
said,
you're a perfectionist without telling me you're a perfectionist.
yeah, yeah. Well, and knitting can be a very exact thing, so it's easy get
Mhm.
get stuck in the what do you call it? In the micro.
Minutia?
Yes, thank you. It's easy to get stuck in the minutia and want everything to be perfect. Friday was asking about changing colors. Yep, I do. I do. It looks like this is just all the same yarn here, maybe from an outsider looking in, but I switch. This is the Arape. I switched from Arape, Personite Arape, Rosalinda Arape, Rosalinda Arape, and then did a section of just the Arape. And then I repeated that same pattern, but with the Rosalinda here. So here it's Rosalinda Arape, Rosalinda, and then down to the Lotus. So just to bring in some of those colors and make them a little bit more cohesive instead of us just a jarring difference. I kind of blended them a little bit. So that means lots of ends to weave in with that. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm like, there's problems where these, see how that can leave a lot of holes where all of these extra strands are because they get loose. So not only
Mhm.
in the way, they make the finish look bad while you're doing it. So every time you get around, this marks the start. So every time you get back around to the smart start, this is your little greeting. Like that looks like
Mm.
shit. It's a hot mess. So yeah, where I have all the strands can be pretty ugly. And then you pull them just ever so precisely and weave in those ends. But it's still not going to be perfect. And where I wove in the ends here, it, you know, it left a little extra bulk. So there's a little extra bulk. Some of that will smooth out once it's been washed. So honestly, I'm overthinking it. It's just because I'm tired of working on it. But once it's washed and blocked, a lot of that will just disappear. You won't even notice it. It
So,
is
you
really
know,
time consuming, Friday. Go
I'm
ahead.
kinda glad that I never progressed past the stage of scarves with knitting now.
Scarves are actually tricky. People think scarves are easy. Scarves are a lot of work. It's a lot more work than a hat. It's like four times the yarn, four times the knitting. And people think they're doing you a favor. You ask if they want a hat. And I had this guy, he's a friend of mine. Um, Not that kind of friend, but he's a friend. And I wanted to knit him a hat. And he's like, I don't really wear hats. Could you make me a scarf? And it's like saying, that's like telling someone who makes birdhouses, I don't really want a birdhouse. Could you make me a doghouse? Be like, okay, that's four times the material, four times the work. But thanks for offering to let me work for you for free. And so I said, fine. So I crocheted him a scarf because I'm like, I'm not going to knit him a scarf. I don't even know if he's knit worthy. And to spend all that much time and all that much money on expensive yarn. So then I crocheted him a scarf and I don't even like it. So I didn't even send it to him. I think I have it over here, actually. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I must have put it away because it was out on my desk just the other day. But yeah, people are always, it's amazing how often I get offered to make other people things. It's like, it's like, I'm sorry, if I made and sold dresses, would you come up to me and say, "Oh, you should make me a dress," and then expect to get it for not even paying for the cost of the materials or the cost of the dress? But that happens all the time with knitting and crocheting because women over the centuries have been so generous about taking care of and making things for people that people just expect you to make it for them for free. They don't care that, it's like this ball of yarn is $19. This is expensive stuff. Now,
Mhm.
this I got for like 50 cents at a thrift store. I'll make you something out of that maybe, but don't but I don't have enough for a full hat, and it's going to take me a week of solid knitting to make a hat. What you just expect me to work for you for a week for free, and then it's just I love
What, you
making
don't
things
like
for
that?
people. I love making things for people. I like to be able to pick and choose who. It's like just like you. I might like giving gifts to people for Christmas. I'm not buying everyone a gift. I don't have
Mhm,
that kind of money. Well, it's the same with knitting. I'm not getting everyone a hat. I don't have that kind of time. I'm just too
mhm.
slow. It costs too much. So yeah, don't ask. If fastest way for me not to make you something is to say, "Oh, I want you to make me this. I want you to make me that." And it's like, really, what are you making me? What are you giving me in return? What? But I love making things for people, and I love surprising them and making them, but don't expect it. Don't expect me just to give
Yeah.
you a week's worth of time and $100 worth of yarn. It's not very nice to expect it. Be happy if you get it. If you don't like it, tell the maker, because then they can move it on to someone who does like it. But don't expect them to just make you stuff. It's weird to me. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example of why I'm at this stage now with my knitting and stuff, because and I don't even post on except for this now. I started posting it, but for years I never post any of my knitting stuff on my social media because I don't want people coming out of the woodwork asking me to make them scarves and sweaters and whatnot and have no appreciation for what I've actually made. But when I was newer, I did that a lot more, and a family member asked me to make them a cat bed with like a one of those dome woolly felted cat domes bed because they were moving to a cold climate and they wanted something snuggly for their cat to feel okay with the move and then colder weather because they're moving from here, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, great, I'll do that because I wanted to do a felting project and I love that person and their cat. So I was like, okay, great, I'm on it. I made a cat bed. I made the cat dome. I used my thickest, most expensive yarn because it
Mm-mm.
wasn't Malabrigo expensive. It was given to me for free, but still, it was expensive, thick, like Aran weight yarn, which is a much heavier duty, expensive yarn. And I use a ton of it. I felted this dome. I had to wash it, block it, get it so it was thick enough that it stood up straight on its own, put all this work into it. It was a month of knitting. I mean, it was a lot of work. And within the week, I asked for a photo of it. They had already thrown it away. Yeah, because I said to them, I said, before I gave it to them, I said, now here is a problem that could arise. Not all pets are fine with the smell of another animal fiber, and the wool might be a deterrent to your cat. They might even try eating on it. And, keep an eye out for that. And they might not even go near it if it smells like another animal. And that could be the case because this is thick, rustic wool. And they said, sure, no problem. Within a week, I said, how did the cat adjust to it? Did it like it? Oh, I just kept getting these, oh, well, blah, kind of answers.
Mm,
And I said, well, if they don't like it, please send it back because that was a lot of work and it was really expensive. And my cat loved it. And they're like, oh, yeah. And a week later, they couldn't even show me a picture of it. They'd already checked it. I was like, you
ugh,
have no consideration for all of my time and work. But they checked it. They're like, oh, my cat didn't like it. I'm going to throw it away. It's like, do you realize I spent a month knitting
yeah.
that, felting it, washing it, all the stuff to dry it, and you just threw it away? Even after I
Wow.
very specifically beforehand. So it just shows someone who has no respect for you and your time. And so now I've deemed that person not knitworthy. They asked me for something else later, and I flat out said, no, you're not knitworthy. I've spent a lot of time working on that cat dome that you asked me to make you. And within a week, you couldn't even share a photo of it because you'd already checked it. And so, yeah, I very freely tell that person, no, you're not knit worthy. You're not worthy of my time and energy and efforts. And I rarely even knit for that whole side of the family because I suspect that, except for the kids. I still knit an occasional hat or something for the kids. I just did
Mhm.
a sweater vest for one of them, and I did a hat for the other one. I need to make them more hats maybe because they're growing. Oh, and I made the girl one a scarf too. But yeah, don't ask someone to make you something and then it's not 100% what you expected. Just chuck it. At least offer to give it back to the maker. That's
Mhm.
someone who's spent a lot of time in that. You think you're being kind by like, oh, I won't tell them I didn't like it. I'll just get rid of it. Well, that's not kind. It's not doing your kindness. Okay, I'm on a rant today. I'm obviously in a pissy mood. I think Afila's supposed to go live here soon. I'm gonna check, guys. She's supposed to be doing a live today at 1. Let's see if she's live yet. No, not yet. But let's keep an eye out for her because I want to support her. She's got Gnome Roamer right now, guys.
Yes. I caught a very brief,
Yeah. She
live in the wee hours after
yeah.
Miss Kim headed home.
Yeah, she did like a minute and a half. Stay tuned. I'm having a date with Nomi
Yeah.
video. So we need to oh, I was turned around. Need to make sure to support her and see what she's up to. She said it's a date night in Sydney, Australia. With Gnome
Mhm.
Roamer. I know Gnome was
That
really looking
gnome roamer,
forward
he
to it.
gets around, man, I'm telling
He
you.
loves people. He loves people. That's why he cares about these former Scientologists so much and people trapped in there now because he's a people pleaser, loves people.
Mm.
Oh, is Kakan here? Hey, Kakan. I'm just over here bitching. Apparently, I'm in a worse mood than I realized today. Maybe that nap did me worse. I don't know. How are you doing today, Scooter Mom? I know you had some ill moments this week. Are you feeling a lot better? I hope.
I am, thank you. It's gonna be a day-to-day thing until the weather kind of settles a little because, you know, it's Canada and, um, the weather will change, especially at this time of year. It will change from day to day and try to fool us into thinking we're in a different climate altogether.
Yeah.
Um, and my system just, falls for the trick. So,
Yeah, yeah. The barometer changes can be, yeah, challenging. Any sort of weather changes, if you have chronic pain or
yeah.
any sort of chronic illness, it's just as think you're getting in a rhythm and getting set, that
Mhm.
happens, and it's like, oh, okay, time to reset.
Mhm. Yeah,
Khan was
exactly.
saying he just discovered Miss Kim last night and subbed to her. I'm so
Yes, he
glad you
did.
I'm so glad you did Kakan because, everyone's got their own flavor, their own spin, their own take. And so you can like or dislike whoever you want. But you can't watch her out with those kids and the way she bombards them facts with facts and love. She's effective and deserves our
Yeah,
support. And I really enjoy watching her just fact bomb the hell out of these people. And she brings the facts. She's a smart person
yeah,
who's well looked into all this stuff. She has a huge heart, and she's out there so consistently. And her audience is those young kids that have a lot of questions that maybe could be curious and would be the more susceptible, yeah, I said it right, um
mhm,
prey for Scientology. So
yep,
she's got mad respect for me for that. And I mean, those kids she's talking to, that's the age of my kid. So I just think, oh God, that could be
yeah.
anyone's kid. That could be anyone's kid. She's just informing and maybe opening their eyes to something that maybe they hadn't considered. So,
And then Hitzel and PTS surprised her last night.
yeah, that's right. Talk about that. That's great.
So, well, I knew that they were planning to show up when she was out there on 6th Street.
Scooter Mom
Um,
nods for all these people, guys. So she's in
I
the
I
know.
do. So, but I was sworn to secrecy,
Yeah.
so I did not say a word. And I actually emailed PTS after Kim had been out there for almost an hour and said, Kim is live, FYI.
Yeah.
So she emailed me back and said, "Yep, just parked, and Hitzel is looking for a parking spot." So I knew that they were going to show up fairly soon, so I just had to play dumb.
Oh, that must have been challenging for you.
Oh, thanks.
I said that must have
Not
been challenging for you. I didn't say that must have
not
been
really
easy
as
for you.
challenging, honestly. I just shut my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching and half watching because I was knitting and listening. And then
Yeah.
suddenly I looked down and I saw the Xenu costume and I was like, wait, what? That was a fun little surprise.
It really was, and, you could tell, obviously, that Kim was totally surprised and was thrilled to see them, so, I mean, she was thrilled when PTS showed up. "Hi, Bilf." Um,
Yo, Bill! Sorry, has to happen every time. I love my
yeah, I
Bill.
know, I was waiting for it.
She's like, I'm just gonna
Um,
pause because she's
yep.
getting ready to scream in my ear.
Um, but, yeah, PTS arrived first, and I guess that was because Hitzel needed to, gather the costume and get it inflated and make her way, and of course, I'm sure that once she was in costume, she was getting stopped a lot along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants to take a selfie. Everyone wants to post to their Instagram, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Especially the drunken crowd posts or during, the bar hours in
Oh,
downtown. And
absolutely.
everyone's had a drink
Absolutely.
and they're all college students. You better believe they want to stop the Xenu and get a selfie. It's like a celebrity
Right.
arrived. Yeah.
So yeah, it was just fun to watch the plan come together so perfectly.
Nice. That's so fun. That was great that they
Mhm.
did that. It's good that she gets some company and some support once in a while. She's out there by herself, like at 1 in the morning, talking to these drunken students about Xenu.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they're full of questions and she's full of facts for them. And it's really been fun watching their interactions. Especially as,
Yeah.
like I
I
said, a
mean,
mom of kids that age. It was
yeah.
really nice to see someone who's taking the time to care and educate them so that they don't find out from the wrong sources.
She does still get, the live and in-person trolls who
Yeah.
just wanna argue.
Yeah, I saw that one guy last night. The one that ran up
Mhm.
behind her and called her a Karen.
Oh,
It's like he didn't know why she was there, didn't know what she was talking about, hadn't even spoken to her, but just based
nope.
on her sex and age, oh, she must be a Karen. So,
Yeah.
but he was
However,
drunk and being stupid, so whatever.
she's had worse out there,
Oh,
honestly.
I'm
She had
sure.
one guy who I still remember was, trying to claim that he was a Scientologist, and he just his argument was, "You're wrong. You're wrong." And so she's really good at saying, "Well, then I've got facts. What do you have?" You know?
Here's the thing, he's been told she's wrong and he's been led to believe other things. But sometimes, like, you think you're right, so you argue that you're right, but it makes you evaluate and think. So I would almost guarantee that guy, the things that he thought she was wrong about, those stuck in his head. And maybe he investigated some of those things and found out some information. So you just don't know how you've
Well,
affected people and who you've informed.
that particular guy, we were actually pretty sure that he was not a Scientologist because there were certain terms that she threw out, and it was like when one of the first times she was out there, so I don't even remember. But she was
Oh.
really good at throwing out specific Scientology terms,
Yeah, she's very
and he
knowledgeable on all the data.
and so he did not know what those terms were. Like he was like he showed no reaction to them, and he would have if he knew what they were. So she
Reaction,
pretty much
I don't
busted him.
necessarily agree about that on the reaction because they have all those training routines where they're trained not to react. So the reaction, no, not necessarily. But the fact that he didn't know what they were, that's a huge red
Yeah,
flag
well,
right
that's
there.
just it. Exactly. So she just called him out and said, "You don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So you are a pretender, you're a fake. Get out of here. You're just an asshole."
Good for her.
Yeah.
I'm glad she doesn't put up with the BS.
Oh no. Mm-mm. No.
She's a very
As she
kind
likes to
person
remind
too.
us, she's an army wife.
Uh
So,
Guys,
yeah,
if you
she's
don't know, Miss Kim is the one responsible for helping Scooter Mom out with her computer. So, I mean, she's a
yes.
very kind person.
She really truly is. She is wonderful. Hi, welcome back, Jojo.
Yay, Joe's here. Sorry I was late, Joe. I took a nap instead of going for my swim. I even said to Joe, okay, I'm going to go for my swim now. And I said to Manning, okay, I'm going to go for my swim now. And then I rolled over and shut my eyes.
It
But I had woken
happens.
up at like 3 in the morning and I had been up for hours and it just finally all hit me. And I thought, I really should get some sleep before the knitting stream. And then I overdid it.
You know what? I did that on Friday. I had had a rough night,
Uh-huh.
and I knew I needed to be awake in an hour, and I thought I'll just close my eyes for just the 1 hour. I have alarms set. I'll be
Yeah.
fine. I woke up 3 hours later, had missed an appointed call.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always a bad feeling. It was not
It
a good
happens.
feeling when I realized it was already 15 minutes after noon. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, I'm already late. I might as well get a cup of coffee. So I stopped
Yeah.
to get a cup of coffee and grab something to eat at least. But sorry, guys. I'm not very punctual. At least not today.
Listen, as
And
long as
sorry,
you're
Joe.
okay, that's the important thing.
Thank you. And sorry, Joe, that Monica's not here. She's not feeling well today, speaking of not being okay. So hopefully she feels a lot better next week because we miss her. And but we'd rather her not be here and take care of herself, obviously. So I'm glad she didn't come if she wasn't into it today and wasn't feeling well. She's been so consistent. I don't want her to feel pressure to always have to be here. I hope she's always here, but if she needs a day off, please take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
So dead
Well,
air.
I
Knitting,
wish
it can
her
be a
well.
quiet hobby.
Yeah,
Although
I
there's never
do.
really. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I really do hope that Monica is feeling better, that she's
Yeah.
on the mend very quickly.
Well, and she has chronic issues, speaking of, and it's weather changes in Norway too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, she maybe just had a bad week or a bad day with everything
Mhm.
in life, and then add to it the weather changes. I was
Yeah.
getting ready to say there's never really dead air here because I got that noisy damn fan all the time going in the background.
I I don't actually hear your fan, so
Oh, good. Usually people complain about it, and you can really hear it on the last couple of public works calls I did. So I was thinking it's always really bad. I know, like Manning often asks me to turn it off when I'm talking on the phone, and usually I comply, but every once in a while I'm like, I need to breathe. It's too
yeah.
hot. I need the fan on. But yeah, usually I just turn it off.
Well, I mean, I have you in on an earbud, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't hear it now. I'm
Perfect.
not saying that's, you know, the the scale to judge by, but I'm
Sure.
surprised. However, it could also be that I am very used to white noise sounds
Tuning out white
in my
noise.
own
Yeah.
environment. So,
Yeah. That could be. No, I think I just did row 20. I have to go back and double check because it might have been 21. I just want to make sure. It doesn't have to be precise, but I know from here to here, here to here is 22, and from here to here is 22. So obviously, I want from here to be here to be 22 stitches as well. So I got to get that. By the way, I've been asked about this scar. That's a scar from poison ivy when I was a lot younger.
ooh,
Yeah, I ate a big hole into my skin.
yikes.
It's mirrored, so it's hard to get it right. I ate a big hole into my skin, trying to get rid of some poison ivy that was driving me crazy. And I took a cotton ball with bleach and I just let it sit there. And it
Oh.
ate a big hole in my skin. It got rid of the poison ivy, though. I will say that
Oh,
much.
I bet. Yeah, plus the
Yeah.
several layers of skin. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a crater there for the longest time. It has finally filled in, but the skin feels different there. It's scar tissue, and it eventually got really dark. But yeah, it
Mhm.
used to be really white with a big crater.
Well,
But I did get
speaking
rid of
of
the poison ivy.
fun with skin, I have recently discovered that when you hit your 50s, 60s, who knows, you have not reached the point of escaping all acne issues. And lo and behold, there's a new form of acne that will show up just for your age group
Oh, how
that
lovely.
is totally not bacterial, but is hormonal.
Maybe it's from all the extra shaving and plucking.
No, it's I mean that probably doesn't help, but it's
That
literally because
was more of a joke than anything. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I
I
think
was
I'm
I
funny, but
was
I'm not. My son reminds me of that all the time. He's like, "You think you're funny, you're not."
um it's based on, for women, it's our
Makes
lower
sense.
estrogen levels and higher testosterone
It
levels.
makes sense. I mean, hormonal changes always bring out skin flares, so it
Yes.
makes sense.
So postmenopausal women beware. And
Six,
it
seven,
it's
eight,
not,
nine,
it
ten.
does not respond to the same way to my eh, the mounds of, sorry, I was looking for the right word and I still didn't find it, but that'll
Salicylic
do.
acid. Hey, Amy, get some rest,
Whatever
babes.
it is that the teens use for their acne, it no, because these are like deeper under the skin. Hi, Amy.
They use Accutane, a lot of salicylic acid. I can't think of anything
Mhm.
else.
Yeah, I'm
Did you say
still.
Journey? Hi, Journey? I don't
No,
see
I said
Journey.
hi, Amy.
Oh, for some reason I was distracted and only half heard that. I heard the auditory echo. You know how like you hear
So
a sound and then it like echoes in your head? I heard part of the auditory echo and was like,
I don't
did
know
she
how
say
well you're going to
Journey?
be able to see this because of the stupid camera,
Let's see if I can put
but
you on solo. It didn't want to let
I
me
don't know that that's
earlier.
going to help. Ugh.
Here.
No, it's not. It's not even going to be focused. Uh,
What?
no, that's you.
I know. I'm trying to it's I changed the format of it. I can see who it is, Scooter Mom. I don't need you to tell me which one is me. It's just I'm clicking on you on the bottom and it's not giving me the option of making you solo layout. So I thought, well, maybe
Well,
if I
that's
click
okay.
her screen first and then
No,
do
it's
that.
still
But now
just.
it wants to just do me.
So anyway,
It's really annoying.
I did a miniature deep
Hold on,
dive.
I'm gonna try one more thing. Try this again.
Why my camera's not being very well behaved anyway.
Really?
So
All right. Well, it's not working for me.
yeah,
They did
see,
some upgrades to StreamYard, and now it's like not giving me the same options in the same spot. Maybe so. Sorry,
yeah.
guys.
So it's apparently it's azelaic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Acid,
Mm-hmm.
10%. So I'm experimenting with um, a serum
That's
that I got.
layered. Can you spell it?
A, I guess you guys say Z
You can say
E
Zed. We
L.
understand what words mean.
Okay, AZELAIC.
Oh, okay. Never heard
Uh,
of that.
so, and this serum also has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, not niacin, niacinamide.
You know, this show is pretty international. I mean, Monica's in Norway, Mock's in Germany. I have at least
Hmm.
some international knowledge, and then you in Canada. So don't
Yeah.
dumb it down for like, oh, I have to dumb it down for American audience. That's insulting. Just be you and say how you would normally talk. Let them figure it out. If they don't know, they'll figure it out. And you're they're learning something maybe, so
Well,
don't try to dumb it down because I
I
have a
say it with
American.
sarcasm.
I know, I just want to make sure that's clear, that
Okay.
that's not a thing here. We don't want to do that. I know I
Um,
sound like a dumb beach blonde because I am, but that doesn't mean I need things dumbed down for me either. And I know no one's assuming that or saying that, but to someone new coming in, it might be easily perceived that way because of my
antics,
SoCal accent, SoCal accent. But I know
antics.
Scooter Mom doesn't
You're
mean it that
ranting
way.
again, hon.
I know I'm in a pissy mood today. What the frick? I need to get a grip on myself. I think I need another cup of coffee. It would be nice, little whiskey in that coffee, but that's not going to happen. I'm out of whiskey.
So supposedly this is supposed to help with redness relief, brightening, and rosacea and acne care. So
What is Professor Con plucking? Oh, because of hair. Plucking hair. I'm like, what's he talking about? At first, I thought he meant because one of the terms in knitting is throwing and picking or plucking, and so I thought he was talking about my knitting style for a second. I was like, what? I knit continental. Yeah,
oh dear.
I know. You might get a timeout, Professor. I'll ignore it this time.
Oh boy. Um
This is
Listen,
the feisty squirrel. Sorry.
you've got the professor, and you've got Bilf in here. You
Oh yeah,
know that
benzoyl
they have
peroxide is the
that
other.
humor,
Yeah.
okay? So
Yeah, Bill knows to behave. Kakan is just learning that I like people to behave. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little feisty from time to time though. I mean, obviously I'm pretty feisty
just a
today.
little, yeah,
Little feisty
just a little,
today.
just a bit.
Yeah, I do try to keep it PG-13. just because I was initially getting such a young audience because of my mostly puppet content, but honestly
Mm,
it's really leveled out now. I got much older crowd now. Used to be almost, it was like 60 or 70% female, and like 50% of them were between the ages of 18 and 24. So I
mhm.
did have a really young crowd initially, but now it's much more across the board.
Yes, you did, Professor. You misspelt it.
Yeah, he was
18 to
being good. He tried.
-year-olds are the ones who use a lot of those words the most, right?
Yes, but you do realize a lot of 12 and 13-year-olds claim to be 18. So there's
True.
that too.
True.
So just try to be a little more friendly. But, knitting brings out the feisty sometimes. And
Uh-huh.
so we can get feisty.
Spicy antics.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I mentioned that thing about Manning's interviews. That's really none of your concern, and you don't need to mention me. It's just like I just want a few people. I mentioned it myself here, so I spoke out for myself here. I want people to know
Yes, you
I
did.
I set all that up. I did all that work.
Yes.
That was me. I was the PR person, and
And I'm
um
guessing you were also the one who was holding the camera.
exactly, exactly.
So I will say that when I'm doing the show, if I haven't put it in my notes, and I have really tried to condense my notes down to just point form stuff rather than writing out an entire like script,
Yeah.
because then it sounds very scripted and
Well,
very stiff.
honestly, it's none of your responsibility or concern. It's not up to you to like give me a shout out for production, you know.
So, but what I was going to say was that if I haven't remembered to put it in my notes, I think of it either while I'm talking or while I'm playing the clip, and then something, it's like squirrel, something
Yeah,
else takes my attention for a
yeah.
second, and that thought flies out of my head, and then like 4 hours later I'll be thinking about something else, and it'll come back to me that I meant to say something, and it did not happen. Like the post I put up a couple of weeks ago, right after the show, talking about Chicago, Austin, and San Francisco, looking for more, in particular, that I knew of, looking for more protesters. That was because I had meant to mention it during the show, and it flew out of my head
I
completely.
I have notes in my head that I try to remember because I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to say this. Oh yeah, I forgot to correct that. So I feel you
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. So if I'm not saying something, 9 times out of 10, it's like I had every intention of doing so, but
Good.
my brain farts have been taking a front seat lately, and
Yeah.
I'm really getting annoyed because the seat behind them is not fun.
Well,
So
and again, it's not your responsibility or your place to do that. It's just it twerks me every time I hear it because it's like I did all the work and I'm
Mhm.
getting nothing. So, but I mentioned it here, so that's good enough. You guys at least know I put all that together. I did all the emails, all the texting, all the work
Yeah,
behind the scenes for all of that.
yeah, and it's like, the folks who do the call-ins every week,
Yeah.
um, it doesn't get talked about enough, and I recognize that, um and I have been trying to make a conscious effort to remind people to pay attention to that and to
Yeah.
support it, but I don't always remember, um, that's one of the zillion things I have to remember to remind people about. I
Yeah,
am not the
it's
person who
not.
should be the reminder person.
Yeah, it's not your responsibility, but I really do appreciate that you think of those things and keep us in mind and do give shout outs to all the people putting in the effort. Audit
Well,
LA has been
I do like
amazing.
to try to. Yeah, she has. Everyone that calls in, and I don't always get to hear all of the calls. Um, and sometimes, to be very honest, when you're hearing it, just because of the different voice levels of people, and because of uh, like if it's when audit is there and they're listening to people on the speaker, it's sometimes hard to hear. So
Oh,
I
trust
don't
me,
always,
it's hard to
you
hear in
know.
more ways than one. I mean, I get emotionally drained doing the police commission calls
Hmm.
because you're waiting forever. First of all, I sign in
Yeah.
like an hour before because I want to make sure to get
Hmm.
on and get called. So hour before, I'm prepping, I'm waiting, and then they finally start the meeting. You raise your hand, and then you have to hear heartbreaking story of people that their loved one was pew-pewed by a police
Yeah.
officer, and you get to hear these horrible, abusive tragic stories. It's emotionally draining. And you
Oh
spend
yeah.
2 hours dealing with the meeting and listening to story after story of tragedy, and then they don't even call on you. So
Yeah.
it's a lot sometimes with the calls.
Yeah. Um, so anyway, the with the echoes in the room as well,
Yeah.
it can be hard to understand what
Yeah.
people are saying. And
Right.
I know that there's a pressure to speak at a certain pace because you only have this very limited amount of time and you'll get cut
A
off.
minute. A minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Um,
to try to fit a lot into a minute, but you don't want to put so much that your words are so jumbled that it's not impactful and you just seem rushed. So it's
exactly.
not always going to hit that
Um,
right.
yeah. And so I do understand that like there's a lot that goes into it, and I
Yeah.
appreciate the efforts that everyone puts in. It's just
The
very
public,
hard sometimes to be able to hear what
yeah.
everyone is saying because not everyone is streaming it.
Well, some are on the microphone, some are, it's just like
Right.
the different voices, and it is hard. And the public works calls are a lot easier as far as calling in, but the
Mhm.
police commission calls are hard to get in, and it's draining because it is so emotional. And
Yeah.
I've spent 3.5 hours, many weeks, trying to get a call in just to not get called on.
Mhm.
So, but the public works calls are pretty easy usually. But they're so immune to us. They've heard us for so long. They're getting tired. They think they fix one problem with the planters will go away. And we're like, okay, the planters have been fixed. Now let's focus on the next
Yeah.
item. And yeah, so
They're
I
like,
think they're
"Oh
like,
no, they're still here."
yeah, I think they're turning a deaf ear to us. But I will say, and I mentioned this to Scooter Mom last night, that LAPD permittage meeting at the commission building.
Mhm.
That was the first time that one's been attended by any of us. Audit, I don't know how she found it, but she found it. And
Mhm.
she said, hey, I'm going to do this one. This is a really pertinent meeting since it's directly on permits. And so I was like, okay, I'm in. And she tagged a bunch of us showed up. And it was new ears, new people hearing what we have to say. And we've been doing it
Mhm.
for so long that we've kind of found our own voices and are comfortable and less rushed and less maybe emotional and
Yeah.
emotional enough to convey that we're serious and we feel this, but we're just better at doing it. Anyway, it seems like some people some of those voices reached some of the ears. I don't know if it was all of us together, but they're talking about requesting a special meeting on this for the permits. So that's really exciting news, guys. I don't have any details, and
Yeah.
even if I did, I couldn't give them out. But there's
Mm-mm.
there's wheels in motion, thanks to audit finding that particular meeting on permits. We might be conceivably getting some action there. We'll see. We'll see. I hope so.
Yeah. Professor, I see your comment. The Manning context. When Manning was recently in LA,
I
he
think
was
he was.
there with Antics and all of the clips in
I
that
I
that
think
he's been putting out.
I said what I needed to say about that, and don't want to keep
No, but he
rehashing the
he
same
just
subjects. Yeah, well, he put that
I'm
about
just
10
saying
minutes
that.
ago, and I ignored it because I figured he could always
Oh,
go back and watch it, and I didn't want to
okay,
rehash
shutting
it
up.
again. I'm like, why are we bringing this up again? I don't want my whole channel to be mentioning of that. I said it, I got it out. If he wants to go back
Okay.
and watch the content, he can.
I literally just looked up and saw it, so my apologies. Okay,
No, no,
shutting
you're
up now.
good. And I don't mean to be
Amy, I
so
got through
critical
to
of
that
you,
permit
but
call in for the LAPD.
what?
I got through to that permit call in for the
Oh, yeah.
LAPD.
Yeah.
That's what Amy
Amy
said.
was there. Laura was there.
Yeah.
Yvonne, Audit, someone else. Oh, Gigi, Ganja Girl was there. So a number of us from Audit's Post were able to like, hey, that's a good one to dive into. So a bunch of us did. Thank you for changing the subject.
I
But I
do
didn't
not
mean to
know
jump
who
on you about
Yvonne
that. But
is.
it's like I was purposely avoiding bringing that up again. And then you just start
Mm,
talking about it again. It's like, oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
this is a knitting show. And yeah, I've already sidetracked us way too much about that other.
Okay.
No, I'm just in a bitchy mood. You need to just tell me
Yeah,
to
you think?
like take some Midol or something. That's a terrible thing to say and rude, but yeah, I'm in a bitchy mood apparently. I didn't realize I was until I started talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Um, who is Yvonne? I don't know of Yvonne.
It's just a person. I don't know if
Okay.
she has a channel or if
Yeah,
she
that's
goes
kind of
under a
what I was
different
asking. I
name.
didn't ask the
Yeah.
question very well, but yeah.
No, 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 no. You asked it perfectly fine. I knew exactly what you meant. I was just trying to say I don't know anything more.
Okay.
I've tried to figure out who she is, and I really don't know. And I probably should know because these people come in every week. I want to say it's like she's got a granny in her name. I
Okay.
don't know. I mean, for the longest time, I knew Eyes to See was Children's Voices Matter, and then I started second guessing myself if that was her. So that's why in your stream, I'm like, you know her, and it is. But yeah, then luckily Eyes to See came in and said, that's me, that's me. So I forget sometimes who's who. Just as I'm sure a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know Georgina is me, or they forget that Georgina is me because some of us use pseudonyms, and so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to
Yeah. It
say
can be very
maybe
confusing
it's
until you
not
get to know the
Auntie
voices.
M. It's not Auntie M. It's someone with a mama or granny in her name. Maybe Amy knows, but I can't remember. I did know at one time.
Okay. I
I'm
know I
bad with
was just
names.
curious, you know.
Yeah, I'm bad with
Um,
names. I can't remember.
because,
It's
you know,
someone
new
you've
people
seen in
come into the
chat at least.
community
Yeah.
frequently. Yeah. And I just like to be able to associate them.
Yeah.
It helps me to connect the dots and stick them in my brain.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. I can't get anything to stick in
Yeah.
my
Nope.
brain.
I
Oop.
mean, I, it helps. I didn't say it was foolproof.
I dropped stitches.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saved it. Such a pain in the butt. And I almost did a whole row of bitching to you people. You lovely people have tolerated bitchy squirrel day. Sorry, Scooter Mom. I didn't mean to make you the brunt of any of it. And apparently you're the closest one at hand, so you got it.
Yeah, I'm tough. I can take it.
Well, then thanks. That's appreciated because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You've been so good to me.
I have, as you might have noticed, I do have some daughters who I have seen through their PMSing and work issues and life issues.
Yeah,
So I've kind of developed a little bit of a thick skin with the
that's a good thing.
listening to bitching,
That's a good
and
thing.
they have developed a little bit of a thick skin because I have modeled that.
Yeah. Um,
And I have vented quite a
well,
bit.
and honestly, how are you to know I didn't? I was specifically ignoring that comment. How are you to know that? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I gave up mind reading when they passed
yeah,
puberty
right,
because it was just a mess in there.
right. And
Hello,
you were just trying to
midnight.
be helpful in reading chat.
Hi, baby. Midnight is my little girl. She's my little floof girl, and she
Mm.
does like to stick to my side.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to see if Afila went on yet. Let me see.
Mhm.
If she has, let's do a room raid on
Oh
Afila.
yeah.
Nope, not yet. Nope.
I want you I want to
But if
see if you
Afila
can hear
pops
this.
in, let's tell her that we're waiting for her to go on. We're not going to try to overlap her.
Can you hear?
No,
Oh, she's got this loud purr.
I tried to hear it. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. She's the loudest of all the cats. The boys have very low, quiet purrs, but
Mm-hmm.
she's like a little lawnmower.
Cute.
Yeah. But yes, she's a mama's girl. She loves to once she gets enough pets, she'll just sort of snuggle herself right beside my leg, and then she drapes her floofy tail across my leg.
Mm.
It's like, "Mine."
It's just been so hot here that I can't tolerate the feel of cat fur against my body. It's too sweaty and I'm too
See,
sweaty. It's too hot. So I've
this
been
is
like
why I like my air conditioner.
I've been shoving the cat away. Are you bragging that you have air conditioner and I'm too poor to have one? Thanks, Scooter Mom. That's helpful.
No, because I got my air conditioner in an exchange with my landlords because they decided that
Mm.
we weren't allowed to have the window air conditioners anymore.
Mm.
And really, that was only ever intended for the apartment buildings because,
Mm-hmm.
when an air conditioner is not installed properly in a window and it falls
It's
out said
dangerous.
window, yes.
Yeah.
But when you're on the second story of a townhouse, it's not the same thing.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah,
So I
my
never
AC.
really should have had to have gotten rid of my window units. However, this portable air conditioners that we are stuck with that draw more power instead of less.
Yeah.
Um,
I
and we're
had.
supposed to be quiet and are not. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had mine die on me like I don't know 2 weeks before he came out, and I've been trying to get it fixed ever since. So
Oh,
that's why I said that comment because I'm a bit
yeah.
feisty. I'm a bit feisty about that one too because I spent $250 having an electrician come out to look at it and work on it, and he
You
gets
know,
there and it's like, oh, we don't have that part and you can't order that part anymore, and it's like. Yeah, didn't think to look that up before you came, and now I'm getting charged a $250 service call for
Mm,
you to tell me, "Oh, sorry, I can't help you." I feel
I'm
really
dodging
ripped
all the
off.
lava rocks today. So.
I know. I know. I'm hurling them. I'm hurling them, Scooter Mom. You got feisty, squirrel, today. I'm sorry, babe. I do love you. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to be feisty to you. I'm apparently in a
I'm
mood
just
today.
stepping in it today.
Yeah, I know. I better not talk to anyone else today. Maybe that's my sign to like you know what? I should have gone for my swim instead of taking the nap.
Ooh, now she figures that
I think everyone left chat and left because I'm
out.
being so feisty today. Everyone's like, F that. We come to watch her stream
Ooh,
because
backing
she's the
out.
nice
Yeah.
mama twice type. And then here she is being grouchy squirrel today. Aphila needs to go live so I can spare the people from my
Mhm.
wrath. Where is she? It
Oh,
said she was
I don't
going
know.
on at 1 and it's well after 1. Do I have the wrong time? Let me go back to her channel. Says, oh, 1 a.m. Damn it. It's 1 a.m. I was
I'm
thinking
not
1
staying on till
p.m.
1 a.m.
No, no, not going to stay on that long, but hopefully we'll revisit and hopefully we'll do check out Fila's big Sydney reveal tonight with Gnome Roamer. That should be a lot of fun for
Hmm.
those following Gnome Roamer. And I was just going to say, gosh, it's almost been 2 hours. How is that possible? It's like, oh, it's possible because you didn't start until like 40 minutes late. So I've been on just over an hour. Pecan went back and listened and is now on 2 times speed. So he's got to hear me bitch at double speed. Poor babe. Thanks for tolerating me, Pecan. Ah,
Oh dear. Well,
Scooter Mom doesn't
hey.
deserve my wrath.
Oh,
My arms are a
not
little
today.
sore. My arms are a little sore from yesterday's swim, and I only did 2/3 of my normal workout, so I do need to
Mm,
get myself back out there and get moving before these muscles turn into flab. But right now, I got some good shoulder muscles going, and I've got some muscles.
mm-hmm.
But I still need to lose bulk. I'm still too big. I think I'm too fat, but there's honestly it's not so much fat. It's like I've turned a lot of it into muscle, but I'm still too
Mm-hmm.
bulky.
Um, okay.
What? No, Joe's saying Fila's not even going live tonight. Let me look at what it has. Oh my gosh, it's not until 5 days from now. It's the 25th. How did usually when people post, I think, oh, it's later today. But nope, she's doing like Dusty and you do, or you post it like a week ahead of time, and I just didn't notice it. So yeah, thank you, Joe, for looking out for me and correcting me. Feela's going live the 25th, which is what, next Wednesday? To look at a
Um,
calendar.
it's 5 days from now.
Yes, what is that, Wednesday or Thursday? One of the two.
Thursday.
I don't have a
Thursday.
calendar.
I
Yeah,
think it's
so
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday, 1 a.m. for me, so that would be 4 a.m. for you, Skitter Mom. You guys have to
Yeah.
remember, if you don't know, Aphila is in Australia. So she's going to
Yes.
be in Sydney with Gnome Roamer. Thanks for catching that, Joe. Joe, I can be so obtuse. I'm such a dipshit sometimes. Here, I'm like, no, use Zed. Let Americans figure it out. We're not all stupid. And then I'm not just a dumb SoCal blonde. And then I proceed to show exactly why Scooter Mom feels like she needs to dumb it down. Hey, you dear.
Hi, Yadira.
We're a little feisty today. I don't know if it's just because I don't have
Who?
Monica to keep me
We?
chill.
We?
Yeah, it's a royal we, meaning me and my show. Me and my show, not including Scooter Mom. Scooter Mom's not feisty at all. She's being very tolerant and forgiving. It's just me being feisty today. But yeah, it's a royal we, Scooter Mom. I didn't mean you. I mean me and all of my bullshit.
Scooter is Scooter is dancing and hopping and weaving.
I know, and does not deserve. I don't deserve Scooter Mom. And thank you again, Joe, for catching that I was being a doofus, and I had the time wrong, and then I had the date wrong. Oh, here I was trying to like, let's throw to a Fila and promote a Fila, and then it's like, okay, but that's Thursday. That's Thursday.
Uh, you know what? You've seen me do it on my lives, so just be completely confused.
Yeah, but you're
So,
always
hey,
super sweet and kind about it. Here I get riled up. So what's my problem? What did I do to
uh,
pull this in? Or what am I pulling in by this behavior maybe? Oh, I hate that when I use a Hubbardism
oh, I
in
know.
real life. It was a
Me
joke
too.
though, guys.
Yeah. Do can I just tell you that I am amazed at how many times I refrain from saying that someone is keeping their TRs in?
I know, right? You exposed to it for so long, some of
Mhm.
it lands eventually.
Yeah.
And even if you don't believe in it, the terminology maybe sticks.
And yeah, and how it's almost instinct now to look at someone and go, "Oh, they're bull baiting you."
Oh my gosh.
It's like, "Wait, what?"
Well, that's just it. We've watched this so long, we can see the bullshit and call them out on their
Mhm.
tactics. And it's like, okay, the yawn, the fake yawn and the eye roll. Okay, buddy, we're not buying
Yeah,
this.
but in everyday non-Scientology life, I'm still thinking bull baiting.
Oh, I gotcha.
And look at you keeping calm and chill and I have to actually say, look at you keeping calm and chill instead of, oh, look at you keeping your TRs in.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
that's funny.
gosh. Yeah.
So I'm on row 21, I think. I think that's what I counted to. I'll count them again before I do the next row just to make sure. I think
See,
I'm in row.
I think I'm glad that I'm doing diamond painting as opposed to knitting or crocheting because the counting thing I can't do and have conversations at the same time. It's just,
Right.
no.
If I had been smart and put in stitch markers, I wouldn't be counting it each time, but I did not. I did not do that. And I want to hurry up and finish this because I feel guilty spending so much time working on a project just for me, and I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like all I see is the mistakes and I'm tired of looking at it and I'm over it. I want to get it done.
Okay, so first things first, antics. You have no need to feel guilty
I have
about
Christmas knitting
working
to
on a
do.
project for yourself.
I have Christmas
You
knitting to do, and every time I mention the sweater, certain people are like, "Oh, well, how are the stockings coming?"
Well,
I
you know
mention
what?
like, "Oh,
Those
I'm doing
certain
really great
people
on
need
my
to take a
sweater.
chill pill and
I
keep their
needed a,
TRs in and
I
mind their
need,
business. They are
I'm
not
like,
in charge of your time.
I needed a break and I'm doing something for myself for once. And all I ever hear
Yeah.
is, yeah, well, how are your stockings coming? Well, how are your Christmas gifts coming? And it's like, I, okay, it's okay for me to take a week or two off and do something for myself for once. But apparently it's not because every
Like,
time I
hello.
mention it, that's the
It's
response I
still
get.
September, people. Calm
Knitting's
yourselves.
slow. I gotta get going. At least by beginning of October, I have to be doing solidly Christmas knits. So I want to get the sweater done. I want to get another sweater done that I just have to do the sleeves on, and I want to get a hat done. And that's more than I can do in the time that's left in this month. So we'll see how that works. But that's what
Mhm.
I'm hoping to do. I have all these unfinished projects, like my
Okay, well,
son's sweater.
I would have a few choice words for those certain people anyway, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's what I hear every time I say, I'm making great progress with my sweater. I'm happy with my sweater. The instant response is, yeah, but what about your stockings? It's like, I can have more than one project on the go, guys.
Mhm.
So, and then when I said I was casting on a hat, it's like, but you haven't even finished the sweater. And it's like, yes, but I'm casting on a hat because I need something portable, and that I have months to do, so I don't have to get that one done right away. Anyway, I'll show you guys the sweater I'm making for my son since I need a distraction from being bitchy and a distraction from the sweater I'm working on. I'll show you the one I'm making my son. And I'm much more happy with the knit of
Hi,
this.
Brian.
Dropped it. Hey, Brian. Oop, did I lose you guys?
Nope. Oh, well, yeah, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
there you're back.
I dropped
I'm
my
thinking,
phone and it
yes, there
changed
you
the
go.
screen. Anyway, here's the sweater I'm knitting for my son, and I obviously love him, or I would not have knit in black. Black is the worst to knit in. Even like this dark blue on the other sweater is really hard to see, especially at night. It's hard to see the stiff differentiation, especially when I'm wearing blue glasses. I'm knitting
Ah,
into blue yarn, and at the time, my hands were still dyed blue from the dye. So it was like blue hands, blue yarn, blue glasses, and I couldn't distinguish the stitches. Anyway, this is my son's sweater. I'm really happy
nice.
with how it turned out. The ribbing, all of it turned out really great. It's just sports weight yarn, so it's a finer yarn. I like the fabric of it better. And my own pattern here, he's not thrilled with all this pink though. But the red, I knew the red in this pattern was going to bleed into the natural and create a pink. So I thought, why not just cut to the chase and dye some of the natural yarn the pink and put that behind the red? Well, then that made it too feminine for him because Fair Isle can read is very feminine, and then add in pink, and a lot of guys
Okay,
are like,
well, tell
ah.
him real men do wear pink, so
He
get
will
over
wear it if
himself.
I make it, but I'm thinking about maybe over dyeing it with a tone just to tone it down a little. But then that scares me too because it's like, okay, I just spent all that work and time making this sweater. I mean, it's not easy to do the short rows for the
Mhm.
neck, and then all the seams and everything is a lot of work, and then to and then the hours it takes to knit this much, especially on sport weight. Like these are the needles, guys. They're tiny, tiny,
Wow.
tiny. And then here's, let's see if I can show you. Here's the yarn. It's like super thin. I'll show
Mhm.
you a comparison of that yarn with this yarn.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's a huge size difference. It's tiny, tiny, thin little thread that this is knit up with to make it such a fine fabric. Because I wanted a lighter weight sweater for Southern California winter. We don't need a
Mhm.
thick, bulky sweater, so it means you work with little tiny sport weight yarn. Anyway, it's a lot of work, and then the thought of dyeing it is terrifying. And then I was having trouble with the sleeves, so I wasn't happy with what was going on with the sleeves. I started the sleeves and then just stopped. So this sweater's been on
Mhm.
hold for a couple of years. So I thought, well, if I do my own sweater and I can practice sleeve construction and mess up or figure it out at least on mine, then I'll be able to do his better. So that's the plan. I got to get his done, hopefully before October.
Mhm.
So then October or November, I can just do Christmas knitting. Hey, Shula. I've been
Hi, Shula.
feisty squirrel today. Sorry, guys. I'm all cranky, apparently. I should have gone swimming instead of taking a nap because the nap just made me cranky. Anyway, I'm over here looking at the sleeve. See, I started the sleeve and I was putting in stitch markers to show the count, and putting in stitch markers to show where I did decreases. But I was so frustrated with it, I put it aside. So now I'm not 100% sure where I am with it. And I might just rip out the sleeves altogether because I was questioning my construction. But honestly, now that I've been away from it a while and I'm looking at it again, it's not bad. There is a little bit of a hole right here. I'm trying to show it. See a little bit of a hole right there, but that's easily fixable. Other than that, it's not bad. I don't know why I'm so critical of my own work, but that's the way it is. But I really like the sweater itself. And he's,
Perfectionists often are antics.
my son's a big guy, so you can see it's a big sweater. So that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work with that tiny, tiny yarn to get this much sweater.
Hi, Cricket.
Hey, Cricket, I'm being bitchy. Cricket was a big help to me the other day, guys. When I was losing it, I have to give him a shout out and thank him again for that. He helped put things in perspective for me. It really helped me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
He
That
is.
was that was my son's sweater, Cricket, that I've been working on for years, like literally years. Then I do have something I've been working on for a long time for my girl squirrel too that I've never shown. That I might as well show you because I've decided apparently we're showing works in progress. I'm making her this sweater vest out of very fluffy, soft alpaca Angora blend yarn. I don't remember the whole fiber content, but it's something like that. With the fat ribbings up the waist, so it's kind of fitted at the waist. And the bodice is either inside out right now. Yeah, I think it's inside out right now because the bottom is not. I mean, the bodice isn't supposed to be purl stitches. It's supposed to be knit stitches. So I have it inside out, probably because I was doing work on it. So this is the correct side. Anyway, that's the one I've been working with for her. And since it's a vest, I literally only have this much more to stitch on both
Oh,
sides.
nice.
Just a few inches. So I need to get that going so I can gift it to her. And then the plan for this, if I can find it, is I was going to do some duplicate stitching over top to add some flower work and some other things. And I'll show you what I got for that. I got this. It's like an ecru color. And I got this yummy purple. Look how
Mm.
pretty that is. To do a little duplicate stitching on it to make it look more like the Austrian little vests with all the embroidery on it. It's kind of like that sort of
Hi,
idea.
Carrie Ann.
Hey, Carrie Ann, I'm being a bitch today, apparently. Taking it out on poor Scooter Mom who doesn't deserve it. But yeah, Carrion, this is my Girl Squirrels sweater vest I've been working on forever. And yeah, I just need to finish it. And then I showed my son's sweater. What else? Yeah, those are the main ones I want to do, plus the stockings. And you've all seen my stockings a few times now, so I'm not going to show those again. How are you today, Carrion? I think I sent you a link if you want to come in. Thank you, Shula. I think it's pretty yarn too. This blue was gifted to me from someone destashing their stash. It is mohair silk. That's what it was. Not mohair silk. It's just really lovely yarn. And so I thought, who better than my really lovely girl squirrel to make a sweater out of it for. But I chose a sweater vest, A, because it's not that cold here, and B, I wanted to make sure I had enough yarn. I didn't know if I would have enough for a full sweater of this yarn. Why am I being a brat? Because I should have gone out for my swim and worked out. Instead, I took a nap, and apparently, I woke up late and cranky. I woke up late and cranky. So, and we all have something we can bitch about if we think hard enough. And apparently, it didn't take me long to think of several things. Um, I did not send you a link. Oh, well, you should be on the list. That means you weren't on last week's list because I used last week's list to make this week's list. So somehow you got off my radar, not personally, but got off my email list somehow. Sorry. You're making a shawl for your friend? Oh, mohair silk for part of it. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was really lovely yarn, and so I wanted to make it for someone and make it a gift. So yeah, I picked my girl squirrel to make something lovely with it for. She's very lovely. Oh, and by the way, I mailed her the hat that I originally made for Manning that he felt was too feminine. We all felt it was too feminine. He wasn't wrong about that. I'm not trying to criticize him for that. Um, she got that yesterday and sent me a picture of her wearing it, and she loves it. So that went to a good home. And I'm making another one for Manning, and I'm just going to use a simple argyle pattern. I won't go into much detail about that because I don't want it to be spoiled in case he watches some of this. But yeah, I'm using of course, I don't have it on me, but this Paris, see, it's reverse image. This Paris Night is the main color I'm using for that. And then I have that teal. It's caught on my basket. I've got the teal and the lettuce green somewhere here. And I figured I could use a smidge of this for the contrast stripe that goes through. So that's going to be the new hat for him. I think he'll like it better. He, of course, has said, "Oh, you don't have to make me anything." Of course, because he's sweet. But I was like, "No, I want him to make you something."
Okay, Midnight, come on up.
I didn't get a link last week too. I was hoping you didn't all of a sudden hate me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, damn, I just missed her stream. She's going to think I don't like her anymore because I haven't been attending
Oh
her
God.
streams because I've just had my own thing going on. And then now, coupled with the fact that you didn't get the invite, that's like, no wonder you thought that. I'm really sorry, but I meant to. Meant to have you on that list, especially since you're a
Give her the
knitter.
link. Give her the link.
Yeah. How are you today, Carrie Ann?
Good. How are you guys?
Hi, Carrie Ann.
Hi.
Happy to share the target practice.
Oh,
Are we
might
that
have
bad
bad.
today?
I dropped a stitch too, so it might get worse. Dropped a stitch and I only got a ladder back. Fix it.
I gotta
um,
find my reading glasses.
no, I'm teasing antics because she's most definitely spicy cranky squirrel today,
Cranky, I
and
don't
Spicy
know.
I have
cranky.
I have been dodging and weaving.
Yeah, because she's the only one here, so she's the best target. Um,
Oh.
so let's see if you guys can see that. I'm gonna put it on solo. No, that didn't really make it any bigger though. See, I dropped a stitch.
uh,
So go in and find one of the loops and then see the ladders behind it.
mhm.
Take a crochet hook
Through there and
and
bring it up through the ladders.
Oh, that's how you fix it. Okay.
that's
That's
how
how
you
you
fix
pick up a
ladders.
stitch.
Like if you could literally do that with stockings that get ladders if you had a tiny enough needle and or tiny enough
And you
hook.
wanted to play with that much
What?
and you wanted to play with that much thread. I mean, with
Yeah,
stockings,
I mean
that'd
it's
be a lot.
possible. Yeah, that's how you fix a ladder. super
Hmm.
easy if you know what to do. But if it happens to happen during like a stitch increase one row or stitch decrease one row or some other special thing going on, then it can be a lot more trickier and annoying.
Yeah, because you got to figure out what's a purl. You got to do every single. Yeah,
Yeah, and which row
it's
was
harder.
it? Was it the 1 2 down or was it the 1 3 down? It's just really annoying to get the turn of it right. Everything is a lot harder, but it's not so bad if it's just stocking knit, which is what this fabric is called
Right.
for non-knitting people. That's called
Stockinette.
stockinette.
So I am working on a charted knitting project, which I don't normally do. So it's got me a little nervous.
Yeah, it's a lot slower. Like I bash myself about being such a slow knitter, but
Hmm.
I usually doing color work. I'm usually doing a chart. So that means every few stitches I gotta like, where am I on
You've
the
got to
chart?
look.
I gotta, yeah. And so I gotta reread it. Like that's the chart for the pup groomer hat I did. It just says pup. And then that was the repeat. And yeah, there's
And
a
you
lot.
make your own charts.
Yeah. I enjoy that. I enjoy making them. There's crickets with crickets, cricket. Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and then that was the one for Manning's hat.
Hmm.
So here, I'll show you a picture of what I'm trying to make. We'll see if you can see it. Hold on.
That's why this sweater has been good for me. There's no chart. I'm just winging it. I'm just going along. So that's why I've been able to be so fast at this. A lot of
Hi,
people
No
say,
Face.
"Oh, you're doing so much faster. You're doing better." It's like, no, I didn't just suddenly get better. It's just usually I'm doing the charts and they're so tedious and slow. Hey, no
Oh,
face.
I
Oh,
know face.
Carrie Ann, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. So the chart, however, looks like that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm knitting in the round. So I do I how do I
What's your question?
I'm not sure. If I'm knitting in the round, I just go right to left with every row, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I never need to go backwards.
Exactly.
Okay. So what about the times antics when there's like here on the edge of the thing here, there's more it only calls for 14 stitches, but there's more stitches.
I'm pointing at the pattern or the screen as if you can see what I'm doing. So let me put you. See, it's not letting me put you on solo. It's really annoying me.
that's funny. I
Uh,
waved back at PTS when she left last night, so you're good.
that sounds like something I do. Look at this inception moment. Like, um, won't let me just put her. Maybe if I.
There we go. Did we lose you, antics? Did I lose everybody? I can't hear anybody. What happened?
I tried putting you on solo so I could point out this to the screen and talk to
Oh,
you.
but then you weren't there anymore.
Yeah, all it did was ruin a thing. They changed some of the
They changed
formatting.
the formatting and the way they do things.
They
Yep.
do, and they messed me up. They made it harder for me.
Yep. They make it hard to find shit.
Yeah, so now I'm
Hmm.
like have to learn again how to find it. But yeah, that's really odd the way they wrote that out. But I do understand what they're saying. Where the black areas are is the white from the other side of the chart. But why not just put it directly, to write it out in a way that it's not like that. I mean, technically that's where the repeat is, so I get it. But personally, okay, here, I'll show you on my own.
Oh, I see. It moves over a stitch
Yep.
because I'm doing a purl 3 or a yarn over, something like that.
Yeah.
So it just all moves over a stitch, but it doesn't.
Well, like for instance, if I were to just write this pattern, it would just be that much. That's all you need, and like from there to
Right.
repeat. Actually, my own screen. But I like to draw it out so I can see the whole pattern and so I can see all the repeats. So a lot of times I'll do extra, but on these knitting charts, they don't do that. They just show you that one little section and then you
They
just
just
keep
show you the
repeating.
one little section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like see here, I've
And
got it
because it's
doubled.
got some yarn
Yeah.
overs and some pearls together and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Slip one, knit two together, plus pass slip stitch over. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I can do this. I can
that
do
would make
this,
it
right?
harder for me, but yeah, you can totally do it. Yeah, you're a really skilled knitter. It's going to be slow and tedious, and you might have to undo rows. Like when I was doing Cricket's hat, and I kept having to redo
Yeah.
that same row a million times because it has to be exact or the whole pattern's off. So with this, I can make mistakes. Who cares? But with something like that, where it's color work or in your case a like lace sort of
It's
pattern,
lace
it's got to
pattern,
be,
yeah.
yeah, it's got to be exact. So that can get frustrating and tedious, but it's your first time making it. It's going to take a little longer, but you'll get really good at it, and by the time you're done with the hat, if you were to cast on another one just like it, you could probably breeze through it. And I think it'll be worth it
To
to get
try
that
it.
under your, yeah, I really do. You're gonna love the results. You're gonna be so proud of yourself, and you already have the pattern, and you can like whip it up again so much easier. Make a few of
And I'm
them.
not doing the hat, I'm doing the little capelet. So you
You
see
pull.
there's a hat. I'm
You're
not
not doing
doing
the
the hat
capelet.
hats. I'm doing the capelet, not
Oh,
the hat.
nice. I really like the capelet. I think it's adorable. And No Face said he pulled an antics. He went to take a short nap at 10 a.m. but wound up sleeping until 4. Ugh, yeah. Yeah.
I
Well, he
hate
was
that.
grouchy. He was grouchy. Is get extra sleep and suddenly you're bitchy face. Or is that just me? Is that just me?
It might be just you, Antics.
I know,
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean, could very well. I
You
mean,
could.
just saying.
Yeah, Scooter can testify. Preach, Scooter.
So what have
You
we
like
been
my.
talking about?
What
Oh,
haven't we talked about? We've been doing a lot of knitting. I complained about all the works in pro- progress that I have. We were talking. Afila's doing a live tonight, but no, she's not. At first, I thought she was late and supposed to be on already. Then I was like, no, no, it's tonight or early tomorrow morning. And then realized, oh no, it's Thursday. I was like,
Thursdays
what?
are what
I,
different
with
than
with an
today.
assist
I
from
know.
JoJo.
I know. I'm like, we're going to. I know. Thank goodness Joe's paying attention. We were good. I was thinking we should do a room raid and, and go support Fila, but apparently I completely misread it. It's not till Thursday morning, guys. Check her out. Give her some support. She's got the gnome right now, Carrie Ann.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's got the gnome in Sydney, and she's got a date night planned with him for next Thursday.
Oh, nice. I had date night last night. We went to see The Empire Strips Back.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was fun and hilarious and well done. Yeah.
Oh, it's the
Great.
Rick Moranis, Mel Brooks project. That one.
No, it's a burlesque send up of Star Wars culture.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's a burlesque show.
I thought I just misheard you when you said
No,
strips. I was like, no, she said strikes, and I just misheard
no,
her.
yeah, I get that sweet little reputation. And then I say something like The Empire Strips Back, and people are like, "No, Carrie wouldn't do that."
And why the heck not?
And why the heck not? Guys, so I've been trying to find people and make more friends here locally.
In real
Not
life,
Mm.
that I
people.
don't have friends, but the friends I have right now are at a stage in life where they just don't have a lot of time. And
Thank you,
so
Cricket. Sorry,
I'm
go ahead.
feeling lonely. And
Mm.
so I found this group on Facebook that's retired women. And actually I went to that
Oh,
luncheon thing and met some
so
people,
this
and
wasn't
then
with your husband. This was with a group of
no,
ladies.
no, no. This is I changed the subject without telling you.
But I thought this was also a part of that group. No?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just telling you a story related to, and I changed the subject
Gotcha.
mid-stride.
Gotcha.
It's my ADHD brain.
Well, no, I'm totally fine with it. It's just I also was reading chat. I'm also trying to knit. So yeah, my squirrel
Yes,
brain was just not
I
sure.
I changed the subject mid-stride to tell you the story of meeting these women for the thing I organized. And they were both lovely, but they were both like my mom's age.
Oh.
And when I asked if they ever played Cards Against Humanity, they were like,
Racy?
it's a bit too racy for me."
Mm.
Like, okay,
Mm.
okay, I guess this is not the right group of women for me.
No, maybe not.
Sounds like my mother's perfect group. Oops. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
I mean, they were very nice. They were very nice. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
They were perfectly nice
No,
and
no,
quite
that was.
lovely.
We didn't assume anything else. It's just they weren't your fit. That's all.
They
Mm-hmm.
weren't my fit. Exactly. Exactly.
You
And
want
so when I
someone who
was
can take a
talking
little
about
spice once in a while.
Little Miss Innocent, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the miss those are the folks who wouldn't go to the Empire Strips Back. The
Yeah,
ones who think Cards Against Humanity is
spicy.
a little too racy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh.
actually haven't
Okay.
played.
See you later. No face. Take care.
No
Bye, No
Face.
Face.
Much love, dear.
I actually have never played Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, it's a
I
lot of
have not
fun.
either.
It's a lot of
I've
fun.
I've been invited, but the because I have a old friend of mine from somewhere else in California who lives near me, and he keeps inviting me to like wine and Cards Against Humanity nights, and I think he thinks I'm just not interested, so he eventually stopped asking me. But it's just I don't want to drive that far at night with a seizure disorder and then be drinking, so I've never gone because of that.
During the pandemic, there were ways to play Cards Against Humanity in groups online, but those seem to all have disappeared
Mm.
since. since.
Yeah, Steve kept inviting me week after week, and I kept trying to explain it's just not possible for me.
How far of a
And
drive is it, Antics?
well,
Could
I live in
you
San Diego, and he lives up near was it in Escondido? He lives in Escondido, so it's a good
Escondido?
40 minutes.
So it's really too much for a lift.
Oh yeah, definitely too much for a lift. Yeah.
So I was thinking you could always take a lift and then you wouldn't have to worry about the driving.
Yeah, it's too much for me at night with the lights and everything. So
I
too
understand.
far. Too
I just
far, too
I
much.
just realized my go ahead.
I have no social life because of it. Because I had a friend invite me to a ladies' night. They were a bunch of like-minded ladies. I'll just say that, and there's food and drinks. And I started to head out to it, and it was just at dusk, and the lights were already starting to bother me. And I
Mm,
realized,
Mm,
oh, this isn't a good idea because I still have to drive there. I still have to drive home. So I just turned around and came home. So I'm constantly
mm.
either not going or canceling last minute because it's too much for me.
yeah.
So I'm pretty much a hermit, except for you guys on here
Well, I think
and my
that's
exchange students.
your exchange students. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They want to take me out to dinner.
Maybe you could take your exchange students with you to the Cards Against Humanity party, and oh, they can't drive though.
What I was getting ready to say, but I was letting you finish your sentence at least instead of cutting you off for once. I'm really usually going to cut you off, so I was trying to be good for once and not do that. But yeah,
I
I can't
always
have
cut
them.
people off.
Can't have them driving my car.
That's against the rules, eh?
Ooh, it sets a precedence, and they're not on my insurance. I would have to add them to my insurance. It's like, no, no, that's not part of the package. You get a room and you
Yeah,
get me cleaning after you and helping you navigate San Diego, but you don't get my car. And I
that's
will even
fair.
occasionally drive you somewhere, but don't expect me to always be your chauffeur either.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Carrie Ann. I was explaining the scar as I've had a few people ask me about it. That's actually a bleach scar from trying to kill poison ivy once when I was a teen.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
antics.
I I have a friend who used to get poison ivy a lot, and I never used to get it as a kid. It wasn't until late teen I started getting poison ivy. Before that, I was immune to it. And what she would do, the girl who got it all the time, she would take a razor blade and like just roll it over the blisters to open up all the blisters. And then she'd take a cotton ball of the bleach and dab it. Cause
Oy.
it's the only way to kill
Ooh.
the oil and not have it spread further. And she was so allergic, it was worth it to do to her. Anyway, I had a really bad poison ivy rash, and I was
Mm.
like, I know what to do for this. So
Oh no.
I did her method of the razor blade, and then I did bleach
The bleep.
cotton
Oh,
ball. And I left the bleach cotton ball on my hand for quite a while. And by the time I pulled it off, I had a crater in my hand. And
yeah.
over time, the crater has filled in, but I still have this lovely scar from it.
My goodness,
I know
antics.
that's probably worse than me talking about the pew pew earlier. I probably shouldn't talk about that, but I've had a few people ask me what the scar is. That's what it is, guys. I hate poison ivy.
Yikes.
How come No Face has to move? Does anybody know?
He
Yeah.
had a roommate that was paying half the rent. His roommate got a windfall and inherited a house and has moved out. Well, Nofis happens to be in the middle of looking for employment and now doesn't have a roommate, so now has to cover all the rent on his own until that
Oh
situation's
my
rectified.
goodness.
Yeah, so he hasn't been able to pay for September's yet. And so they're giving him a 30-day notice to get out.
Get
So
out.
he's got like 7 days for that. I mean, obviously he can contest it and gain himself another couple of months, but that's just going to put him further in debt if he can't pay that either. So
Right.
we're trying to help him out. He does not want to end up back in a tent in the woods
No, he
somewhere.
does not want to end up back
Mm-mm.
in a tent in the woods. We should avoid that if at all possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what that is. When we signed on today, he was at 28% of what he needs. He needs almost $1,000. And frankly, guys, he should have doubled that because it's only 7 days till October. So it's going to be the
I
same
know
exact
he's
thing in
gonna be the
October.
same thing again.
So he
Yeah.
really
He's
needs 2,000. He really does. And, I'm just hoping at least we can get the first 1,000, get him covered for September. And then, if he keeps looking for work, hopefully we can get it rectified. But I don't want him out on the streets.
Yeah.
no.
You used to get poison ivy and now you're not allergic to it? Oh. See, it used to be the other way around for me. I was never allergic to it. I used to go running through the woods and play through the woods with my girlfriend all the time. And she'd come back covered in it. And we'd be in the same places, swinging on the same vines, climbing the same trees. I'm talking as a little kid. And I never had any poison ivy until I was 16, is when I finally started getting poison ivy. My
Come on,
dad has
Antics. We all know you still swing on the vines. Come on now.
I would
Come
if
on.
if it was around him. My dad could rip it out with his bare hands. He never had
Oh,
any reaction to it at all. But once I hit
Wow.
16, I became really allergic to it, and now I get it easily. And one time, my kid went to a party where they had a treasure hunt, and they had to go through the woods to get treasure hunt. I stayed on the path. We were on a clear path the whole time, and still I was the one that came home covered in poison oak. No one else had it. I mean, I wasn't covered. I had it in a few spots, but I was really pissed off because I was trying so good to stay on the path, don't touch any random things, and yet I'm still the one that had it. And it was a bear. That one was bad to get rid of. And I finally get rid of it all. I've washed everything a couple of times. And then the next year when I went to get those shoes out, I got it again from the
mm,
shoes, even though I'd washed the shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Like in the washing machine, washed them,
See,
not
we
just like wiped them
hardly,
off.
I've never lived in a place that had bad poison ivy. So I've never
Yeah.
had to deal with it.
Well, I've
I
said it
have
before.
gone camping where there is a lot of poison ivy, but luckily for me, because I am pretty much allergic to anything green,
Hmm.
um, I did not come into contact with it, but I was, yeah,
Shula
very
said
thankful.
her sister is so allergic that if the wind just blew in the right direction, she'd get it. That's how my one
Oh,
that's how my one girlfriend was. We'd both be running through the woods. I wouldn't catch a thing and she'd be covered. And yeah, now apparently I'm not sensitive to at least poison oak. I'm not around poison ivy anymore. They don't have really poison ivy out here. Here it's all poison oak. But Brian said, oh, I already read that. Amy said I could have gotten infection, but Cricket said he knew a guy who ate poison ivy to get out of going to school.
oh,
That's
Oh,
horrible, Cricket. That's just terrible. That could have killed him. There was a case in Virginia many years ago where, you see the roadside crew cutting down all the brambles and stuff, and
mm.
sometimes they'll put it in a pile and burn it. Well, they happened to have a bunch of poison ivy. They put that in a pile and burned it, and they inhaled all of the fumes from the
oh
poison
my.
ivy, and it
Oh no. Did
it
it
killed
hurt?
a road worker because this his esophagus and lungs swelled up
Oh
so bad
yeah.
from it he couldn't breathe and he
Oh,
died before they could get him medical help. It's really
oh my
dangerous
gosh.
stuff if ingested like that.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, the Amy says the worst is when you breathe it into your lungs. It's true, and I had a really bad gluten reaction once from breathing in some flour, and I mentioned it to my doctor how sick I got from breathing it in one time. And he said the worst way for any allergic reaction is to breathe it in because if it's in your lungs, it could be in your lungs for a decade before you cough it out or get it out. Whereas digestion, you eat it, eventually it's moving its way south. Eventually it's moving its way south in probably a few weeks tops. But breathing it in, it could be in there a decade.
Mm,
Wow.
Yeah, I grew up on the East Coast and there was tons of poison ivy and I never got it. But now I do.
hmm
Okay, there's the cast on.
Yes. Oh, that's a pretty yarn. That's really
Yeah.
pretty. That's going to be a cute little capelet.
I
I
think
like that.
so.
You said that's
I
an
think
alpaca
so.
blend?
It's
Silk mohair, you said, I
kid
think.
silk. It's a skein of basically Rowan kid silk mohair
Yeah. Nice.
and a skein of
Lace weight?
silk, yeah, lace weight, and a skein of silk merino.
Nice. Is that lace weight also?
Yes.
So two lace weight held together puts you at about a sports weight. So I was just
Yep.
like trying to mentally picture it. Poet says he's
Yeah.
never gotten it in Arkansas. It was always when I went summers with my dad, northeastern West Virginia.
Yeah, we don't have such things much here in the West.
Well, we have
Hmm.
poison oak. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, but you're farther south than me.
Yeah, a lot farther south.
Yeah.
Like if I were to drive to Carrie Ann's, it'd probably take me 16 hours or something like that.
Oh,
20
it's more
hours.
than 16 hours. It's got to
Yeah.
be
Oh,
because
wow.
it's 12 hours to San Francisco.
Oh,
Straight
okay. So yeah, it would be
straight through.
about 20 to
Yeah.
22 hours for me to get to Hey Carrie Ann if I just didn't stop and just started driving now.
Yeah. You can
People
get to
forget
San
how big,
Francisco straight through. California is fucking huge.
yeah, people forget how big California is.
Like driving through Texas.
Yeah. When the time I did drive up to Oregon, I mean, I'm basically at the very bottom of California,
Of
so it was
California.
drive.
Yeah, so you got to
Yes.
do the whole length of California.
Yeah, and it was, I don't know, like 12, 16 hours just to get to the northern border. I don't remember now exactly what it was. We drove up for the eclipse that happened, what,
Oh,
like 6 years ago now or something?
something like that.
Yeah, 5 years, maybe. I think it was 2018. So yeah,
It was pretty
almost
cool.
7 years
Orion is
ago
trying
now.
to dig a hole in the blankets in my lap so he can lay down right over the yarn.
Well, of course. That
Yes.
would be the only place, Carrie Ann. I mean, come on.
Yes. It's the
And
best
Orion
place.
is, uh, uh, through osmosis, he is part cat. So,
He is part cat. That is true.
Brian,
Although he doesn't mess with my yarn, so there's that. I
yeah.
mean, that's not true. He'll find a ball of yarn and try to play with it.
Brian
Yeah.
said he's coming out to San Diego at some point to see an old Navy friend of his. So, Brian,
Oh,
if you come, I'll meet you for lunch or something. I'm really shy and don't meet a lot of people. I haven't even met Danny, but I would feel safe to meet you. We could have lunch or something.
That would be so lovely.
Yeah,
mhm.
let me know when you come.
Cricket, I don't know what poison ivy looks like. I
It
couldn't
looks
I couldn't pick it out of a lineup.
it looks kind of pretty. Don't let it fool you.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just an ivy with these red, pretty, shiny leaves. Don't let it kid you. It's not innocent.
If there are three, leave them be.
Yep, leaves of
Yeah.
I
three, let it
remember
be.
that. I remember that.
Mhm.
Cricket, for the longest time, I didn't know what it looked like because it didn't matter to me because I didn't get it. It wasn't until, like I said, I was 16, I started getting it. And we used to go through the woods all the time. We'd go down through the woods to a place to swim as teens. So and I never knew what it looked like because I didn't need to until I did.
Exactly. Nettles. Have you guys ever gotten into stinging nettles?
No.
No, but I have
We
heard of
get
them.
stinging nettles here,
Oof.
and those are really unpleasant. Really unpleasant.
Are those like leaves with like little dagger-like things on the
Yeah,
edges of them?
they've got little
Yeah,
like
I think
hairs that
so,
are like
yeah.
barbs and then they sting. But you know, it's actually edible if you cook it.
They are
Yeah,
edible.
or tea. You
Yes.
can, yeah, you can make nettle
Yes.
tea.
Mm-hmm.
But not if you walk into it. That's not so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah.
We get those here. I don't know what those look like either, though. Lori's here.
Hey,
Hi,
Lori.
Lori.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori.
Haven't seen her for a while.
Lori has
Yes,
been busy
Brian.
working a lot.
Yeah. You got to know how to harvest them correctly. Yeah, I would think so. How to harvest them so you don't get all stung up.
Yeah, you let someone else do it.
That's one way to do it. That's
Yeah.
one way to
Go
do
to the
it.
health food store and buy it there.
Fair. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Lori, and she's saying her job has been keeping her swamped. I was wondering because I really haven't seen much of Lori, and I know I've been in my own journey and in my own world and busy, but still, I expect to see her more often. I
She
just started
works like
seeing her again a couple days ago.
she works like a crazy person so she can go on her trips.
Yeah,
Yes.
she confessed that to me once. She loves to
Yeah.
travel, so she works as much as she can to get as much money so she has travel money.
Hmm.
Yes, Lori, I need you to email me or text me because I think we talked about meeting up and I'm afraid I could have missed it because brain farts. So if I did, I apologize.
I thought you were
But you've
starting to
been
talk about
working?
CBF for a second. When you
No.
said brain farts, I was like, I thought you were going to say brain fog. I was like,
Brain
what
fog,
about
yeah.
brain fog?
No, she has brain fog. I have brain farts.
Oh, it's easier just to call her.
Very close to each other.
It's easier just
Yes.
to call her brain frog,
Yeah.
Yes,
so
it
you
is.
don't
I've
get it
done that.
confused. Yep.
Um, at any rate, yeah, because of course, if I didn't put it in my calendar, I have missed it, or I might have missed it. So if I did miss it, I apologize, but you've been working, so I have a feeling maybe I didn't miss it. And I'm really hoping I didn't miss it.
I'm glad I stopped to
Plus,
count because apparently I already did my 22 rows. So now
Ugh.
I can
Ah,
bring in the blue. Back up a few stitches and bring in
your
the blue.
very favorite color, apparently.
I do, and it can you tell blue? It's like all my yarns are green and blue pretty much
she
everywhere.
likes blue and
This is
Malabrigo
fall.
yarns. She likes Malabrigo yarn.
No, the
Mhm.
Girl has
Malabrigo
taste.
is my first time using it. I
Oh, really?
I'm not sure if how much I like it yet. We'll see how this sweater washes and blocks.
Okay.
But I was really happy with the hat I made, and
The hat was beautiful.
I gave
I
it to
made
my girls girl. Yeah.
that hat made me wish I wore hats, antics.
Oh, see, I offered to make you a hat. You said you weren't a
I
hat
know.
person.
Well, can you make me a hat with a hole in it for my bun?
Well, no.
No.
No, if only because my list is full right now from here till after Christmas. But I can reconsider that come January.
Okay, let's reconsider come the holidays. I totally understand
Yeah.
having your list being
Yeah, I'm
Your
already
dance
full.
card being full.
My
That I
dance card is
understand.
Groomer
full.
made one for like that for glitter, for Ditney and
Oh,
glitter.
Yeah. She did a great job on those hats. Crochet is so much faster. That's why I
Yeah.
crocheted that scarf for my friend when he was like, "Oh, I want a scarf." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
crochet it. I'm not knitting it because it's gonna
crochet
be
is faster. It's
so much
And
faster."
so much faster. I don't know what
many
Hmm.
that
people
is.
who do not knit or crochet can't tell the difference. So
Exactly.
Yes, I know.
Exactly. So I'm like, he'll be fine with a crocheted scarf. And then I never even sent it to him. I had it in my car for the longest time that it actually faded and where I had it folded and left in the car so long. So now it's just like, oh, I don't want to send it to him. But yeah, crochet is a lot faster, but it also eats up a lot more yarn.
Yeah,
Mm.
Same
yeah,
amount
You
of
know,
fabric can be a lot more yarn with crochet than it is with knitting.
Antics, when you were talking about that pet bed, I
Yeah.
had a vision of um it's not so much a pattern but instructions on how to make um small cat-sized furniture, like a
Yeah.
couch
Yeah.
and and an easy chair and stuff like
I've
that. And
seen
I
some of those. Those are so cute.
they really are, but I was looking at them after I had printed them out, and this was a few years ago, and I went, that's kind of expensive for something that they'll probably just walk over, sniff at, and walk away from. So maybe not.
Yeah. And it's a lot of yarn. It's a
Uh-huh.
lot of yarn.
Yeah. So,
Why am I forgot that I'm supposed to be stopping and I just picked it up and started knitting again. So now I just go back more. So
I did that.
I'm
I
so
set my
mindless.
knitting down. I set my knitting down and I'm like, wait a second, I'm planning on knitting. Why am I just setting it down?
Yeah, I gotta bring the
Space cadet
blue
and
in.
set it down. Antics. I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes.
That is fine. I think I've tortured Scooter Mom long enough for one day. And was probably going to go sooner if you hadn't have showed up. So
I showed
that's
up and
fine.
extended the run, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It was someone else I could bash for a while or get my aggression out on
who could
apparently.
take fire? Yeah.
Or at least distract me from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Scooter Mom.
No, it's okay. I just passive aggressively just pointed out what you were doing. So no worries.
No, no, that was good. It was good.
I think
Yeah.
that's not passive aggressive. I think
Yeah.
that's direct, Scooter Mom.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, and
Well,
it's a
I
good thing you
mean,
did because that's the right call for sure.
oh. Yeah, I can take it, but I'm not gonna let it go unmentioned.
Perfect. That's exactly what I would want from you. Call me out on it. Be like, all right, I'll let her get away with this, but I'm going to call her out on it. That's perfect. It's what we all need once in a while to be called out on our bullshit. Oh.
What am I doing? I just lost complete track of what it was I was doing and what I was working on, like what row, everything. So
I hate
it
that.
does not just happen with knitting and crocheting. I am so lost now. I'm just gonna, that's a sign.
Yeah.
I hate
Well,
it when that
anything with a
happens.
pattern is going to be a possibility of doing that. All
It,
right.
it, it, yeah,
So I got
all I have to do is follow the symbols.
few rows of the blue in. It's a little fiddly when I first started, but now I can just keep going with the blue. Do a blue stripe. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Look at my own pattern. Well, do we want to get
Yes,
off of
Cricket,
here?
exactly.
What's
They are in
Cricket say?
favor of our stuff Or I would have said in the past, any cardboard box, whether
Yep.
it's empty or not.
Yep.
However, when there is a cardboard box in or any paper or paper bags in Biscuit's vicinity, he takes that as a challenge to see how quickly and thoroughly he can destroy them.
Really?
Cute.
Yes. And how quickly he can get me on the floor to clean up all the little pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. And then he comes and watches to see if I miss anything. Yeah. Yeah. It's Bengals are just, they're not just cats.
They're like cats on steroids, I have
Mhm.
heard. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
I do at those moments I call him El Destructo.
Oh my.
That's cute. That's funny. El Destructo.
Yes. Oh. Speaking of, he is such a stubborn cat. He is on top of my wardrobe that I had hoped to have rendered it off limits to him, but no, he found a way, and so I have just given him that.
And
He found a way, huh?
this is Biscuit.
Yes. Yes, this is Biscuit. Biscuit
I
is
used to tease
my
Scooter Mom
challenge.
about the name because she'd say, "Oh, my biscuit is so soft. My biscuit is so sweet." And I'm like, "You do know biscuit is a euphemism for something, Scooter Mom." So every time you say that, I'm giggling to myself.
See, and I had no idea before that.
You didn't know
What an
that?
education. No, I did not. I did not. And I'm telling you, this cat, I mean, most cats, they kind of stop growing in length and or height when they get fixed. I swear to you, he is still growing. He is a very long cat.
Mhm.
But you got him fixed. That's good.
Oh yeah, he was fixed months ago.
Especially with a
Um,
wilder cat like that. You really want to make sure to
You
do
really
that
wanna
so they
make
aren't
sure they're
spraying.
oh
fixed.
yeah.
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 And oh yeah, they calm down after they get fixed.
I
Unless they're
made a
part Bengal.
mistake. I made the mistake of not getting my cat fixed soon enough. As soon as he started reaching puberty, I was like, "Oh, let's make an appointment to get him fixed." Well, I had to wait a
Mhm.
month. And then my father died.
Oh.
My father died, and I
Mm.
had to go on a trip for his funeral. By the time I got back and got him fixed, he still has the hormones in him for another month. So that makes him a couple of months now
Oh
where
yeah.
he's got the full
Oh yeah.
hormones. So
Yeah.
he just started spraying. And
Oh.
it was a nightmare because he would just jump up onto my bed and pee on my bed because he's
Oh.
marking his territory and he loved me. So that was his way of showing love for me. And it was a
Mhm.
nightmare. And I was working so hard to get it resolved. And I was definitely not going to just chuck the cat. It was my son's cat. And, we love the cat, but I had to get creative. What I ended up doing was I got 4 litter boxes. I put one in my room, one in my son's room, one in the hallway, one in the living room, and just gave him lots of places where it was okay to pee so that he could mark his territory around the apartment, but in a litter box. And then I just slowly started moving them closer together, and then I'd get rid of one. So then I only had 3 and move them closer together, get one, rid of one.
Mm.
So I finally got down to 2 that were all the way moved together side by side, and then reduced that to 1. And that was how I got him retrained. But it was a nightmare while he was still
Oh
learning
yeah.
what to do with all of this
Mhm.
because he peed on our bed so many times. I had to buy a steam cleaner to keep cleaning the mattress,
The cats, Scotch and soda, we love them, but they refuse to not go on the sofa.
Oh no.
Nothing. So we
Apple
have
cider
cats.
vinegar is your friend.
We have waterproof pads we put down, and they're just always on the sofa
Mm,
as they. I'm out of options. I got nothing.
yeah.
That's
I
So,
was
hard.
I was warned with Biscuit um, before we got him fixed that I should make sure that I had apple cider vinegar on hand because you can dilute it and spray it wherever he sprays.
uh-huh.
A- And it's apparently extremely effective at removing the whole ammonia thing because his
Oh.
pee was so strong smelling just in the litter box.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
So like eye watering. Um, but thankfully we got him fixed in time. He never did actually spray.
Good.
So yeah. Because we've had many cats over the years in this house too. So I was concerned that he would smell them
Yeah,
Other
and
right.
cats. Yeah.
Exactly.
but we were lucky. He behaved um unnaturally according to Biscuit, his patterns. Um I adore this cat, but man, he really tests my patience.
How
Yep.
old is he now?
He's just over a year now. He's it's September. So yeah, he's about 13 months ish. Yeah. And the floofs are a couple of months older than him. So uh they have also uh, done what I was hoping they would do, and Kiko in particular, who adapted to Biscuit's presence a lot faster than Midnight. Um he took Kiko took a lot of the plaything duties that Biscuit was trying to put on us. So we're no longer getting bitten and swatted just for being in the vicinity and moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been good. And Midnight has fully accepted him now. She walks up to him and cleans his face.
Aww.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
And she was the big holdout. She was like, "No, I don't want anything to do with you. I have my Kiko." So, yeah.
That's sweet. Well, we should probably get off before I turn
Yeah.
grouchy again.
Yes, please.
That's funny.
You're my excuse to get my knitting in.
Well, and I'm feeling a lot better now that I got it all out and I got that coffee surging through me and I ate a little.
But my
But
I'm
yeah.
children keep
so glad.
trying to tell me that eating will help my mood.
Mm-hmm. It
If I
does
Mhm.
eat
help.
regularly, there's this
Yeah.
thing they say.
Yeah, it does for some reason manage to help with the hanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how does that work? That's crazy. Who would have
Yeah,
thought
I
that?
know,
Who would have
right?
thunk it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. They even want me to eat balanced. They say that'll make a difference too.
Really? Wow.
Mm. I don't know where they came up with such ideas.
I mean, I thought junk was the answer to everything, junk foods, right?
Hmm.
Gooder mom's got all that junk inside her trunk.
Oh, she does, trust.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get off of here. I don't think this one's even going to be live after this. I think this one's going to go in the private
Go in the
stash.
deleted privated stash.
Yeah, I don't make them all public. I delete them for various reasons. This one just because I'm grouchy. The last one I deleted was because I doxed my son, had
Oh
his
dear.
name. Yeah, there's always something. So a lot of them I keep them private.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. There's no reason they have to be. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't do that once you're monetized, but you're not monetized.
Really? You can't do that once you're monetized? Why not? Of
Well,
course you can
because
still have
they'll
things
take
private.
they'll take the views away.
Oh, well, I still get the views taken away. I'm not monetized because I private so much. If I
Oh.
had all of my streams up, I'd have plenty of watch hours and I could probably easily build up to the next 100, but because all I need is 100 more subs, actually a little bit less. But I think it's good to stay small. I don't have
I
the attacks
tend
because
to
I'm not
agree.
monetized.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Small is good.
Small is good. I don't need a
Scooter
lot of
Mom,
attention.
are we having a roundup on Monday?
Yes, we are.
Send clips to
So,
Scooter Mom, guys.
yes, please. Yes, please. I have one person who is usually pretty on top of it, and we now laugh if I happen to catch a video ahead of her because normally it's her first.
That's cool that
So,
you have people supporting you like that, Scooter Mom.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, it's taken a year to get that, and I am extremely appreciative. So,
You're doing a
uh,
lot of hard work and you're growing slowly but surely. That's a good
Well,
thing.
and the thing is, she's not just growing herself, she's growing all these other channels by giving them
Exactly.
exposure and support. So go watch Scooter Report on Monday. It's 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern. What is that? 20,
thank
it's
you,
like
Angie.
midnight for Europeans. And Carrie Ann has a show coming up. So do you have one tomorrow or is it Sunday? Or
Monday
no,
Monday.
tomorrow
nights
is
now.
Sunday.
Monday nights now.
She's got a Monday night stream coming up. Tell them what time it is and the name of it.
6 p.m. It'll just be another manic Monday, probably.
And that's 6
And
Nine.
p.m. Pacific.
6 p.m. Pacific, yeah.
So
So
9
9
p.m.
p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern. hmm Which is what, 2 a.m.,
I think
3
it's
a.m.
3 a.m. for most of
for
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So check them out, guys. They're big friends of mine, big supporters of mine, and I'm big supporters of their channels and the stuff that they're doing. And check them out.
Thank you,
I hope
Angie.
this. Yeah, you're welcome. I would drop your link, but I can't do that while on
No, that's okay.
StreamYard page. But I was going to say I'll put it in the description, but since I'm making this one private, what's the point of that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just search for Scooter's anti-cult report
yes,
and you'll find it. It's a lot
please.
easier to find me specifically than searching for Scooter Mom because I did not know when I named myself Scooter Mom that there was another Scooter Mom and she has something to do
No.
with dolls. So
Well,
yeah.
there's no other antics of a mama squirrel, so I'm lucky with that one.
Yeah.
There are
Antics is
other
great.
hey, there are other Hey Carrie Ann's accounts, so make sure you spell the Ann with 3 N's,
Yes.
Yes.
and that'll
It's
help
because
you.
of the song. I thought I
Or
was being cute, apparently not very originally so.
uh, and if you want to just type in Hey Carrie Ann and then type in Scientology or something like that, or Portland, maybe you'll
Yeah.
have better luck getting Hey
Hmm.
Carrie Ann on the first time. So check.
Otherwise, you just get the Hollies.
Yeah, you get a lot of songs.
Yeah.
What's your name now? Or what's your game now? Can anybody play?
What's your game now? Can anybody play? That's
Yeah.
indeed it.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Okay.
joining me. Thanks for tolerating me. Thanks for listening to
Thanks
me
for
grow.
having me, Antics.
Yes,
Bitch,
thanks for having me.
bitch and moan. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. All right, guys. Go out and do something fun. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.